But if you're just joining us, if it's your first time with us, my name is Paul Michael. I'm one of the founders and community members of REVO Rideshare. And we are going to start as of next week. I think probably, let me see what next week is. So I may not be able to be here next week. Yeah, next week I'll be at an event, so I'll have somebody else run this call for you next week. But I'm really excited about some of the amazing people that we have working with us. I've got 3 people that I really, really appreciate how much they have just given their all to what we're doing right now outside of the staff that I have. And I always want to recognize them. I've got Evelyn, Lisa, James, Pedro, Jeannie. You know, we've got a few other people that are volunteering and helping out and some new people that are coming on. But really, you don't understand how much time, effort, and they just put into things. And so tonight, I really want to spend a couple of minutes. I hope they're on here. If they are, if they could just text me. I don't see, they may, now they don't, maybe they don't like me anymore either. Just kidding. I'm trying to see if Jeff or Mario or Adonis, I know Adonis may be doing his military stuff right now, but these are 3 guys that I've kind of watched over the last few months. And I don't look at just what people say. Anybody can tell you they're great. Anybody can tell you how motivated they are. But in my world, the only thing that really matters is results. And these 3 gentlemen, Adonis, Mario, and Jeff Trills. Jeff kind of was a ringleader, started it all out. He came in and just went after it, you know, and started Atlanta and did a lot of rides. And then you got, you know, Adonis and Mario coming straight behind him. They were tied on his heels and they kind of brought the competition. And I've watched these 3 guys just kind of go out and believe me, I know there's somebody that's going to come along and beat them, because every single time I do this and I start promoting them, somebody comes out of the woodwork and they're like, I don't like that. I want to be the one that is up there and beating people. So, but I have tap these guys to kind of help us lead the charge, because they're in the field. They're doing it every day and they're doing things that are working, and they're finding ways over, around, and through any kind of problem. And they're helping momentum grow, and they're starting to duplicate their efforts. You know, I know Mario's done it. He did a training this afternoon with a bunch of people, and those are things that are going to just get better. And that's what I look for, is because this is not something where I, as a company, or which I'm not the company, I may be the face of the company, which is sad. We need a better face. But, you know, I've got our staff and our people, but truly the ones that are going to make this go are going to take the vehicle that we've built. And when I say vehicle, I mean REVO. And we're building it together with you guys every single day. And we're coming up with different ways how to get it better. James is working every single day. We sit there and we just go after it, and we're not always perfect. We don't always do it right, but I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be a lack of trying and doing what needs to be done, because our staff and our people are so highly motivated. They're after it every single day. Like, if you even knew what goes on behind the scenes, you would see a text message group that when a ride comes in at 1:00 in the morning, we have people that make sure that ride is picked up. And it's not everywhere we're open at 1:00 in the morning, but last night at 2 a.m., I got a video message, which I'll probably put up, from Adonis in Vegas. So, I mean, midnight, you know, 2 a.m. was probably what, 11 p.m., but still pretty late. And he was explaining how he had gone to the ballet guys and explained to them, hey, do you get a lot of people, or asked them, do you get a lot of people that come in here looking for rides and this and that? And they're like, absolutely. And he said, well, listen, what if I could show you a way? And he was using our old pay plan and the way things went. He said, what if I could show you a way you could make 20 cents on every ride just for referring to drivers, or, you know, something referring to customers? And they were all about it. And so that's the thing I think we need to take a shift in our company. And I need to get people to understand, when you're recruiting people and you're getting people to drive, and what we're going to do is we're going to start taking cities. You know, I just talked to a young lady today that does social media here in West Palm Beach. And I sat down with her and I showed her how she used her social media talents. And first she wanted me to pay her. And I said, I could pay you. Probably not going to, because I don't need to. But what if you could use your social media talents? And I said, if you're as good as you say you are, why don't you use your social media talents to build, a group of drivers here in this area and a group of customers here in this area. And by the time we got done with it, and I showed her the amount of money that she could make if she was able to go out and get 20 drivers a month and get 20 customers a month, and that multiplied every month for a year, what her residual income would be in a year. And she's like, holy mackerel. I said, or what we can do is I could do what most people do, and I could spend a lot of money with you, and then you could not be that motivated, and you could just do it to make a job, or you could actually use your talents and become better at something, and then you could build your own income. And that's what I need. I need people to understand in this ecosystem is that you're not building REVO. You are, but you're also building your own business, like for real, building your own business. I don't know how many times I see people get in network marketing companies, direct sales companies, affiliate programs. And essentially, yes, you're building your own company within their company, but really what you're doing is you're selling products. I've been on the other side of network marketing, guys. I've owned network marketing companies, and I know it's one of the easiest forms of distribution for someone to own, because instead of going out and spending $100 million on marketing, you'll go get a bunch of people that go out and sell your product, and you get a bunch of sales. And then if you ever want to change the pay plan, or you want to change the marketing plan, you can do it. And guess what happens? All that money that used to go into the hands of the network marketers and direct sales people for the products now goes straight up to the company. With us, that's never going to happen, because there's no reason for us to do that. Our system is built on rewarding people who build this company. You're going to have the blockchain, which keeps everything transparent and tracks every single thing. But then on top of that, you're also going to have your own team. And when you build a team of people that are residually every single month using our services, not because they like a product, because they like a service, because they like, some of you that are drivers, you're going to start building those relationships with people, and you're going to get paid over and over and over and over. And so I'm so excited about where we're going to be in the next 12 to 18 months, but it starts right now. And so I'm making a shift. I'm making a focus on what I want people to do. And one of the projects that we use, and I use on a daily basis religiously, is something called NowSite, which I'm going to go over in just a few minutes, because I think some of you are using it, but I'm going to give you all an opportunity to take advantage of something along with me, using it alongside of me for the next 30 days, to where we're going to do this together. I'm going to show you how I utilize it. I'm going to ask some other people that have been very successful with it to kind of work with me and show us how to do that. And we're going to go from there. So I'm not sure if any of I give these guys all this credit, and now they're not even on here with me tonight. How hurtful. But they're probably actually working. They do work. They do rides all day. They are busting their butt. So I really just want to jump into this. I'm not going to take a lot of time with it. I've been using something, and I want to show you guys how to use it. I want to show you what it is. And some of you saw it the last time. Some of you are already using it. But I really think that every single time you get a brand new person in, that you need to get with them and you need to show them how to utilize this product. It's not something I own. I didn't make it up. And we do have a new AI, which is a little bit, I would like to say prettier, but there's no part of me that's prettier. So what I've done is, over the last few months, I got to know some people that own something called NowSite. And I want to bring on Miss Cheryl, that is kind of the ringleader of running this thing over there with their marketing and this. Miss Cheryl, let me see if I need to ask you to unmute. There you go. There it is. There she is. So I want to jump into this because I want to be done by about 9:30, 9:40 tonight. But one of the things, like, can you give me the background and why NowSite is something? And I'm going to actually share my screen and start pulling up the NowSite that I use. And then I actually, you know what? Before we do that, I want to show everyone a quick video that I did about 10 minutes before. I decided I was going to take NowSite, and I was going to see how many posts I could make in a very, very short amount of time. So in a matter of 3 minutes, can everyone see my screen? Can you see my screen, Cheryl?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, cool. So Let me get by. Now you can see this right here. It says, please stand by. Yes. Can you see that? Okay, cool. So I'm going to play this quick video. I'll probably talk over it because I didn't make any sound, but I'm going to show you how quickly. I think I made, if anyone can guess in the chat before we start, I'll give everyone a guess. If you want to guess, I will pay 1 month of your Now site for you, but you got to guess right now. So before we go any further, let me, now I can't get out of this. Come on, Paul. How do I get out? Maybe I got to go to the end. There it is. There we go. So I want to see your answers in the chat now. If anybody wants to guess. All right. We got 10. The last person, I'm going to call it out in a second. Y'all give me a lot of credit. How many posts I can do in 3 minutes, 5 minutes? I'm not that good. No, not 15 minutes. How many posts I did? 200? Darius, you give me a lot of credit. Jeff Trill says 10. Now, if you go over, you don't qualify. You have to be, what is that? Wasn't that in, what is that? The Price is Right? You have to be closest to the number without going over. We're going to count the posts. And now, oh, listen, now look at everybody going backwards. You don't get to have 4 choices. I know some of you are going to go, well, you didn't tell us all the rules. All right, I'm about to cut it off. 4 more seconds. I'm going to tell the last person that's going to get in. I'm going to count to 10 and then it's over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 and a half, 9 3/4. All right, Emma's the last one. It's 15. So Emma's the last one. We will go back in just a moment after we watch this quick video. And I am recording. Thanks, Jeff. Finally got it right. Oh, Adonis and Jeff and them finally made it in here with me. So here we go. Let me show my screen. And the person who gets it all. So you can still see it, right, Cheryl? Hello? I wonder if she...
It says stand by until someone is unmuted.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. So I'm going to show you how quickly I went through and I made these posts because I have my, I have everything trained. I have different businesses that we own and businesses that we're promoting set up. So I go into here. I'm going to go under my, you got to count them as we go through. So this is the first one. I went into Gold Rush. Actually, I went into Rideshare first. And then I said I wanted to educate. Why is REVO great for those who, for after the election? Come on, Paul, learn how to type. Probably could have got more done if I knew how to type. Election season got you feeling like a pinball in a political machine. REVO Rideshare is here to ease the madness. Skip the post-election traffic jams and enjoy peaceful rides while you cash in on rewards. After all, democracy might stress you out, but community doesn't have to. Like, tell me you could have written a better post if I told you that in an hour. That's one. In a minute, I get faster. Don't worry. I learned how to copy and paste after this. There's 2. Now some of you are starting to rethink your number, huh? Blockchain, great for post-election blues. Is this 3? I think it's 3. I even put one in here for marketing mount now site just to see how good it is. Pocket-sized social media therapist that'll get it back to your jovial self in under 5 minutes. Laugh off the election woes and let our AI create posts so engaging you might just run for office yourself. That's good. That was 4. Now it's why is Now Site great to end 2024 and 2025? So this is number 5, right? Number 6. Number 7. That was number 8, I think. If I can count right. I think we get one more, but I'm not sure. Maybe we don't get one more. Nope, we didn't get one more. So, Cheryl, if you want to, you can come back on. So let's go back and see who won. Hold on, let me go. Let's go. If you went over, what did we say, 8? Wasn't it 8?
I think it was 8, yeah.
So, all right, 8. So let's see who went over 8. Kim, Neil, Robert, Lon, you really gave me a lot of credit thinking I could do 73. Now Site could have done 73. Rodney, 12. Jimmy, Rodney, 40, 15, 200. Darius. I think you maybe didn't know what I was asking. Oh, we're getting closer. Arthur, 9. Robert, 6. Oh, Jimmy went over by 1. 8. Glenn G right now is the one who's won 1 free month in Now Site. I will pay for that for so far. Wait, no. It was 8. I'm maybe dumb. Hold on. Oh, John Cicitelio. I'm sorry if I got your name right.
Way to go, John.
John would have been really mad at me because I can't even count now. Let's make sure there's nobody else that picked 8. Oh, look at Lon. You know what, Lon? Don't be giving me garbage. You picked 70 or whatever you picked. So you were way off. So this is Cheryl. Cheryl's actually been the one helping me kind of navigate this whole thing. And we did a call not too long ago, but I'm just telling you guys, like, I want us to push this. When you get someone brand new, one of the biggest things they're going to have a problem with is, how do I talk to people? How do I find more people? How do I go out and get in front of more and more people? Because that's it. Like, how, and listen, we all talk about warm market, how we know people, those type of things. I pay the highest amount for this thing every single month. And I will tell you right now, it's the best marketing thing I've ever had. Like, and I have had some really, really good marketing people. but this does more for me in a short amount of time than anything. I use Chat GPT. I use as much AI as I can possibly get in every aspect of my life. But I want to go, let me go to NowSite. So Cheryl, why don't you kind of give us a background of NowSite, what it's all about, how it does things, and then just kind of flow me through what to do, and I'll show them some things, and then maybe we'll end with the new AI I have.
Yeah, so this is really cool, and I love that you showed how many posts and the types of different posts that you can have. That was really awesome. So thank you for that. We're all about helping people get results on social media, really simply. Like, you're not sure what you're doing, that's okay. If you can copy, paste, and click, you could be successful. So our whole guide is to post, comment, and start conversations with as many people as you can every single day. So kind of sticking to those 3 buttons at the top that you see there, Paul. But I can't help myself but say that there's a brand new Paul AI, and he's super awesome. He's like Paul 2.0. Paul's going to be all humble about it, but he looks really great. So I would love for you to show them. And we even gave the new Paul some updated training. You can ask Paul things like, I don't know. I was asking Paul, can you tell me about the REVO product? And he answers really great. He knows all about the compensation plan and everything. So
well, he better. So let me ask. So the last time we did this, people couldn't hear it. I'm going to play it, but I want to make sure if you don't hear it, let me know. Okay. And then I think what I'll do is log in through my phone. Well, that won't work. I don't know. Well, let's try it.
Yeah, for sure.
What should I ask it?
Something like, can you tell me about the REVO product? There you go.
Comp plan or pay plan or does it matter?
No.
All right. And while it's getting ready, I will tell you, I was in Amsterdam a week ago, and when I went on stage, I had it do a greeting in Dutch from me with my voice and everything else. So this thing is amazing.
Oh, we can't hear him.
Can you hear it?
No.
You can't hear it?
No, we can't hear it.
I think that there's probably something built into it that makes it so you can't. Let me see if I have my video. You know what? I know how to do it. Why don't you tell them a little bit more about stuff?
Yeah.
And give me 1 second. Let me just do this real quick. Repeat.
So what we're able to do is we can create AI avatars of people like Paul or anybody and train it on a bunch of knowledge in literally seconds or hours. So, and it can answer questions in real time. So just like you're kind of seeing here, we still can't hear you or the AI.
Okay. You keep talking.
Okay. So not like pre-programmed questions and answers that Paul has given. You can ask this thing anything that you want about REVO, and it will answer the questions down to how do you earn money, how does REVO work, all about the products, all about the compensation plan. It can ask frequently asked questions. It can do whatever you'd like in over 150 languages. So I don't know how many languages the real Paul speaks, but his AI avatar speaks.
Barely one. Not even close. Almost one.
Maybe one. Yes. Maybe one language, but the other Paul speaks 150 languages. In the content section, we've even added some team content for you. So
can you see my screen with the second video I have?
Yeah.
So I took a video with my phone. Let's see if you can hear this.
Okay. Literally seconds or hours. So, and
can you hear yourself talking?
Yeah, that's a lot of talking.
That's you talking though, right?
Yeah, that's me talking.
All right, hold on.
The REVO plan features a multi-tiered compensation structure with ranks that offer commission percentages based on personal referrals and team performance. Highlights include a 20% commission on personal referrals, earnings from downline tiers, and a revenue sharing pool. Both drivers and customers can earn via referrals, receiving a...
So
there he is.
that just shows you. Now I'm going to ask it to do it in Spanish, and then I'm going to record it. I know this is kind of annoying that you have to do it this way. Do it in Spanish. I've been working on Duolingo for a couple of months now. So let me video it again. And then I mean, listen, this is my voice. This is the look I have or whatever. My forehead's cut off. But in a second, I'm going to video this so you can hear me speak Spanish and how great I am. We'll just be quiet. I'll get a couple seconds of it. Speak Spanish, punk. Come on. How annoying. All right. I'm shy today. I don't want to speak Spanish. I'm just saying this thing is amazing, though. Like, we're going to use this. And listen, right now, once we hit 100 subscribers, we will be able to put this out and use this as our almost our support team. Like, they'll be able to go ask questions about how do I get started? What do I do in my city when I get, how many are sick and tired of answering the same question over and over and over? Well, my AI will never get tired of answering the same question over and over because I am more dedicated than all of you. I'm just kidding. So what else can we show people?
The team content. So we've added things like scripts and things that you can share inside of the team content section. And
we haven't even really started adding our own stuff into here yet. And so we're going to be working on this when it comes to our Gold Rush stuff, when it comes to, promoting Now Site, because you can also get a commission off of that. But we can do different approach scripts. What do I say? How do I say it? What else?
Even, so inside of that chat, I don't know if you go back to your chat here. So not only is Paul trained on everything REVO, but he's also trained on handling objections, closing sales, personality types. So if you share a screenshot in here of a conversation that you have, like, he can see your conversation and he can tell you exactly how to respond to somebody in real time.
Can my AI charge people for that? I'm just kidding. That would be amazing.
That would be. But you can you can screenshot a conversation, send it to Paul and AI, and he will tell you exactly how to respond to that prospect.
Hold on. How do I overcome someone that says thinks I don't even know if this is going to work, so I'm taking a chance. Thinks Uber is better than REVO. See what it says. We won't be able to see the audio, but someone believes Uber is better. Emphasize REVO's unique benefits, highlights the fair earnings. Y'all can read it.
He's still talking, but he doesn't.
So just letting it finish. You guys. So that is some of the most amazing stuff and listen, it'll be trained over and over and over. When we get more questions that come in, we send them over to Cheryl and her team takes them and puts them in. So as we grow, you'll be able to do this all over the world. How many of you would love to have teams of people all over the world? Like where you could go, hey, you know what? I want to get a team going in, I want to get a team going in I don't know, Colombia, or I was in Amsterdam this last month. I was in Dubai this last month. What if you could go to those countries and you could say, hey, let's get on an R-Link. Let's utilize the technology from R-Link. Let's you and I get together on this, and you can ask Paul a question, sign up for Now Site, get your own network or, social media marketing bonanza. And then you can turn around and, you can ask it questions, and you can do it in whatever language they're in. Some of you are going to be able to utilize this to accelerate your growth when it comes to blockchain, when it comes to REVO, when it comes to some of the other projects that we have. So what else can we show them that I think is amazing?
I just shared here in the chat, people were asking the price. I said it's lower than our advertised price at
we have a whole page they can go to, right?
Yep. And I put the link to the page. It's just revorideshare.ai.
So you can do different types of posts in here. Like you could go in and, you could take your own caption. You could have your own picture that you could put in there and use one of the products lines. You can have an objective to inspire, entertain, educate, promote. There's also a way. I know there's some other things I wanted to show people. Comment on post. This is amazing, I think, right here. You can take a screenshot or a big thing nowadays is engagement, right? Cheryl? You can go in and take someone's a post from someone else, drop it into here, and then let's find one right now. Let's see if I can find anything. There you go. Here's Rides just as pack of work. Hard work in the real estate business and the keys has paid off for this Bonefish Bay owner. Let's see what it does. Paste the text to the post. Do I have to?
No, you can just hit generate.
Generate. Okay. This should generate
at the top there.
Congrats on living the dream in Bonefish Bay. Looks like all those real estate tycoon hours really paid off. Who knows? If you post something on that and it's positive, you might get this person. You know what? I'm going to do it.
There you go.
Shouldn't talk about it. I shouldn't waste my... What area of the Keys? I don't live in any of the Keys. Oh, I have to... I'm in the upper key. I mean, the big part of Florida is the whole upper key. So, but there's all kinds of places that we can go in here and utilize, So I think that right there, if you went in and you took this deal and you went through a bunch of different posts of people and you took it and all you did was comment on 10 posts a day. And at the end of this, there's something I want to do with those of you that have memberships, where we're going to do something together and we're going to start utilizing this. But let's go through a couple more things. I don't want to take too more at 9:35.
We have an app, and I know we're all talking to Paul on our desktop, but I don't know if you can see my screen, but I carry Paul on my phone. And then I ask Paul the questions when
they have to hear my voice enough in their dreams and nightmares and everything else. So
you could also do all of the commenting and conversation starting and all of the posting from your app if you're a cell phone person. But I like to chat with Paul on the phone.
That's sad. That's so sad. So you can start it. Let's see this. What is this? My AI will write an engaging message starting someone who liked your post. So even people that like your post, you could go in there and find a way to talk to those people. And every one of you will have your own, not the same AI I have, but you'll be able to train your AI. It'll start when you first get when you first get your account, you'll have to go through here. And listen, don't skip this stuff. I actually took the time and I went in. I have 2 sons, raised my son Hunter as a single father for 10 years. My goal in life is to impact people globally in a positive way while setting a good example for Hunter. I was adopted at a young age by my parents. I tell that story. Are there any upcoming events, plans, or goals in the next year? We plan on taking REVO Rideshare global, expanding our blockchain, to other industries. Think like me. I had to go in there. I put creating businesses, blockchain technology, professional football, which the Cowboys used to be a professional football team, but I think they've been moved out of that. They're no longer. All right, this is about to make me cry, but maybe I should go on the Dallas Cowboys site and use Now site to comment on how bad they are. Decentralized rideshare companies, crypto, Bitcoin. I went in and favorite popular feed, Elon Musk, Vitalik Buterin, Gary Vaynerchuk, Carnegie, Elon Musk. I loved him so much I put twice. I guess Gary Vaynerchuk too, Post Malone. I put in books, movies, Wedding Crashers. I went through and I want to go back and do more of this, but it's like fine tune your writing style, humor, emojis. You use a lot of them. I don't use a ton, but I like to do some. Some people would think I write too long, but I think I write just the right amount. Dramatic capitalization and punctuation. I mean, I like dramatic capitalization, but punctuation I'm not so good at. I should probably move that down the other way so people know it's me. One of my friends, Kenny and Rochelle, that are my business partners, when AI first came out, I used it to write I'm sorry note to a girlfriend. And my friend Rochelle, when she saw it, I sent it to her and I go, this is good, huh? She goes, I know you didn't write that. How do you know I didn't write it? And she goes, because it has punctuation. I'm like, oh, foiled. So I want to sound like a fun but disruptive entrepreneur. I'm very quick-witted and always looking to add a joke when I can. Like, these are the type of things, your slogan, drive innovation, empower lives. I couldn't have come up with something better than that if I tried. I need to start using more of that. I need to put that in my Facebook. And then I wrote my story, personality, and then they took everything and put it into my own story. And so you guys, like, this thing is amazing. You can use it to train it. Business product. I went through and I wrote out stuff about, Gold Rush. I put our business plan in there, and then they took it and then they add to it. And so one of the most amazing things is finding prospects. Can you tell me a little bit how that works, Cheryl? And I'll show them as I'm doing it.
Yeah, so this is an upgraded plan. Everything that you saw earlier is included in the $19 a month, but we do have an upgraded unlimited plan that includes the world's largest searchable prospect database. You can come in here like Paul is doing right now, and you can search anywhere in the world for anyone that you want, give their interests and skills, and we will return a prospect to you, but not just like any kind of prospect, right? So when Paul hits get prospect and write a message or getting a prospect, I want you to see what we return from somebody. Just click like, yeah. You can comment. I'm sure. Go for it.
I could get automatic prospects. It'll go out and find them for me, right?
So I don't know I would just leave exit.
What did I do wrong?
X, hurry.
What'd I do?
You clicked on a Zoom link. I don't know.
Oh,
but
sorry.
Get rid of Amsterdam in the city.
Okay, Amsterdam in the city, yes.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it?
Yeah.
Oh, Netherlands.
Yeah, and then just click get prospect and write a message.
I don't know what I did wrong.
Say no thanks. No thanks.
No thanks. Oh, that was calling one of the people to help me. Sorry.
Yeah, go to the country and let's see the drop down.
Where?
The country? Yeah.
There's no drop down.
You just like back up and start typing.
Let me get this right. This is not, if my AI was doing it would be correct.
Yeah.
So now what?
Let me come back down and try hitting get a prospect again. I don't know what it's like in the Netherlands there with rideshare driver, but maybe try the United States.
Well, maybe I'll just try. Blockchain, I know will go.
Yeah, there you go. You can add more than one. There you go.
Right.
And there's a prospect, but when you click on view contact, so when we give you a prospect, it's not like, just a name and a random email address. If you scroll down, we'll give you interests, hobbies of this person, all different social media links. We'll even give you their personality report at the top. We'll give you sales tips and tactics on how to deal with your prospect. So we're giving a lot more insight into that prospect as well. So we
like
love
they give you, these are, I've said this last time. I spent the last 30 years of my life learning personality types, how to motivate certain personality types, how to talk to people. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, followed my dreams, read books, digested everything I could, and you guys get it for less than $150 a month. So this is bullshit. Excuse my language, but I mean, just kidding. Listen, this makes it so much easier. But the problem is that I found in anything in life is that it doesn't matter how great something is. It doesn't matter how great Now site is or my AI is or the social media or comment. If you don't use it, it don't matter.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. Like, even with me, I know that I should be doing more of this. So when I was thinking about doing this tonight, what I want to do is all of you that either sign up and have your own, you know, you get your own content, you know, you pay whatever you decide to get. What I want to do is starting next week. I may be traveling a little bit here and there, but I am going to set up 3 times a week where we sit down, all of us that have this deal, and I'm going to do it with you. We will get on an R-Link. We will get together and we'll go through each one of these things. We will create 10 to 15 to 20 social media posts, each of us doing it at the same time. And then we're going to go and we're going to find 10 to 15. If those of you that have the 10 to 15 prospect, you can do the prospects. We'll do that. But we're going to spend 30 minutes to an hour 3 times a week. And I'm going to go through this with you guys. And we're going to go and we're going to comment. We're going to make this thing work. Because I truly, totally believe if you start doing something 3 to 5 times a week, it will become a habit. And once this becomes a habit, like I've gotten better and better and better about it. I use Chat GPT for like almost everything I do in life. I mean, I go in there and I write, I've got a book that's coming out with that stupid duck that you all know about. We're writing a book about blockchain and rideshare and some of the other projects and how, you know, blockchain, it's perfect timing for this thing to come out. But I had it write the whole book. And I'm going to tell people this wrote the book. Now I'm going to write a part of it and people will be able to tell what part I wrote because it will have no punctuation. But I'm going to show people like you can utilize these things, and utilizing AI, utilizing all these things that we have at our fingertips is the smartest thing on the face of the earth for us to do. And Cheryl, you know, and I've been talking about it, and she wanted to come back on tonight and show you guys again. This thing is crazy. Like, and if we utilize it, I think some of you, if you really, really, truly utilize it the right way, pay for the highest level for 1 month, and just like make yourself use the prospect thing. And at the end of that month, let's see how many people that you can sign up on the blockchain or on the REVO Rideshare or on Gold Rush, or maybe some of you are involved in other companies as well, which I know a lot of people are. Like, let's use this thing to its full capacity, and let's be the company that really goes. I mean, I know that there's other people that use NowSite. I want REVO to be the company that utilizes it more than anyone else. Like, you can go and find drivers in the US. We can go and find customers. You can nail it down to, you know, utilizing to find people that use rideshare. And if we keep doing it and we all keep using it together, it will become better and better and better. Is there anything that you want to add before I move us on, Cheryl?
You are so great. Thank you so much for having me and inviting me back. I'll kind of be this habit that hopefully you guys get to see lots of times, but you can go right there to the link in the chat. Get it for a discounted price that Paul kind of worked out for you guys. And I can't wait to see what you guys do with it, and even more of Paul AI that I'll keep in mind.
And what I'll do too is some of these days, maybe when we're doing those 3 times a week, maybe have Cheryl jump in and give us some more tips on how to utilize it. And I mean, I don't know if they've got people that have been very successful utilizing it. Maybe we can get one of them to jump in and give us more tips and tricks. And I'll get with Lisa and Evelyn, and we'll set up 3 times a week that those of you that you have your own account by Monday, we will get it all set up. So thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate you jumping on with us. And what else can we do? Listen, we're at 9:46. I don't want to take much more of your time, but I do want to, if I can get a hold of Adonis. Now, Adonis, I'm about to put you on. You can't say any bad words and you can't go crazy. I'm just kidding. I want to have a quick conversation with Adonis, and then every week I'm going to have one of these guys on going forward to share what they're doing. But Adonis, can you unmute?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, there you are. Hell yeah.
Listen, last night at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. my time.
2 a.m. my time. I know what.
You don't remember what you sent me?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. So yeah, I was at last night at 2 a.m. I was just I was gonna go out for a run. Because I don't want the army to kick me out for being fat, so I have to run. So I had to do a couple miles. So I did. I can't swear, right? It was freezing. It was cold, so I had to plug it up anyway. And as I was out there, I started thinking, damn, why don't I talk to the valet in the casino that's right across the street from my apartment building? So I went out there and I was like, yo, listen, man, I am one of the leaders of this new rideshare company. We're expanding out here to Summerlin, and we're doing business a little different. We want to put money in the pockets of the drivers, in the pockets of, the local people in the area. So I told them, how would you like to earn $1.20 for every passenger you bring on? You get $1 every time they take a ride coming through you. You get $1, and every time a rider
using the old
driver takes the old pay. Oh, I forgot. Oh, my bad, dude.
Hey, listen, it's $3.
I'm excited. Oh, yeah. Either way, the dude was excited. I mean, he's like, yeah, man, all the time I have people that don't want to use Uber or Lyft or just don't have the app at all, and they're asking us to get them a cab. And so up in Summerlin, Las Vegas, there's no yellow cabs. It's only rideshare that come out of there. And he said that about 80 rides come out of that casino every day. Every day. So that's 80 rides that are untapped, and now I'm going to make sure that we own that casino. I'm going to make sure of it. I am going to, when I'm not in the Army, I am going to sleep outside that casino and make sure there's no Ubers around. I'm going to be there 24/7 doing overtime.
Listen, I will just tell you. I'm echoing.
I'm echoing.
I don't want to go too long. If you want, you can mute yourself. Maybe get rid of my. There it went. So I listen, I appreciate you jumping on and just telling that quick story. I don't want to take any more time, but I will tell you this, like Adonis, his energy and his hustle is infectious. Like when I talk to him, I get fired up. He sent me a video over the weekend that I so badly want to put up, but I'm also torn because I don't like some of the words he used. Some people it might offend, but all it did for me was like get me fired up and ready to go because he's in an area where some people are like, oh, he's at an Air Force base. Of course, he's got rides. People have to do the rides there. So over the weekend, he went into Las Vegas and he hustled. And he sent me a video standing outside the ATM. And what he did was he was talking to people in Vegas and that were waiting for rides for other services. And he said, hey, where you want to go? He pulled it up on his app for REVO. And he said, hey, I can take you there for this price. They gave him the cash. He hit the button, used his wife's card, put the money in his account, did the ride, got them signed up. And then he started getting more and more calls over the weekend just from hustling for a few hours. And so the thing that makes me the most excited, I've got people like Adonis. They're going to go out there and they're going to duplicate that. Adonis is a hustler. He's going out and doing it. Now, those of you that aren't going to go do that, you're going to be – now, listen, I don't think Mario's any less of a hustler. He just might do it a little bit of a different way. But the hustlers are going to be the ones that are going to profit the most from what we're doing. The hustlers are going to be the ones that go out there and take those chances. They're going to go out to events. These guys figured out a way to do cash rides and get them into our system. It's not something I came up with. James came up with. Evelyn came up with. Lisa. None of us came up with it. These guys did, but I've embraced it wholeheartedly because I look at that and go, man, these guys are out busting their butt. They're getting as many people involved as they can, and they're going to be the ones that are going to profit off of this forever. Because if they do, and I tell people all the time, in 9 months, if Jeff and if Adonis and if Mario and some of the rest of you, if you start picking it up and you get it and you get as motivated and into it as they are, if you're still driving every day in 9 months, I haven't done my job. Because they're out getting the people, they're out getting the drivers, they're out getting the customers. That means that over the next 9 months, if they put 50 to 100 new drivers in every month, if they put 50 to 100 new customers every single month into this, and then we hit that momentum phase, it's over. Jeff is going to be making 3% off of every driver he does and 3% off every customer he does. And then we're going to have some more bonuses added in there. And then we're going to get some more things. We're going to be doing trips. We're going to be doing cruises. We're going to be doing all kinds of things. And all I've been waiting for is to have 3 guys that are ready. And I didn't know how many it was going to be, but I put some other people, and I only promote people that really go out and do it. And these guys are doing it. And some of you are going to pick up with it. And some of you are going to go recruit one of these guys. If you're not that person, go get an Adonis. If you're not a Jeff Trills, go get a Jeff Trills. If you're not a Mario, go get a Mario. And then what you do is you help put those people in front of them. I know Mario did a training today. I know Alex does something on Friday. We're going to make this thing go, and we're going to will it to happen. We're already willing it to happen on a daily basis. James and I are so excited about working on trying to make it so we can do the cash rides a certain way. But these guys found a way to do it. And so I would encourage you, don't blow them up, because I tell you what, if you take too much of their time and they stop producing, it's going to hurt my feelings and make me mad. But the commission, somebody asked on the commission on the new pay plan. The commission on the new plan, you make 3% off of any driver that you bring in. So on the fare, the driver makes 70% up to $80. And then over $80, the driver makes 80%. And our goal, as our volume goes up, is to raise from that 70% to 80% for the drivers. Now, the company's got to make money. We've got to, bring in as much volume as possible. But as the volume grows, my expenses aren't going to grow astronomically. I'm not going to have 33,000 employees with a, $77,000 average salary. We're going to be able to run this using AI. We're going to be able to run this doing all kinds of things to keep our prices low. So the more our volume goes up, when we're at 70% payout on our drivers with no fees, no hidden charges, no everything, they're going to know every ride they get 70%. But then as our volume goes up, my goal is and I have the number in my head, and it's not astronomical. It's a very manageable and reachable goal. When we hit that in volume, we're going to take it from 70 to 80. But for every ride that happens over $80, it goes up to 80% for that driver. Now, if you recruited the driver or you recruited the customer, you get 3% of the fare. If it's $100, you get 3%. That's $3. If it's $50, you get $1.50. If it's $25, you get 75 cents. Now, I know on the old pay plan, you made 20 cents on the driver. You're going to make more on that average ride, which is around $23 to $25. Now, on the customer, it's going to fluctuate. But we're here, and I'm telling you guys, we're going to do everything we possibly can to make this better and better and better. And every bit of revenue that comes into the company is not going in my pocket. You can ask any of the people that work with me. Everything goes back into building this company. So I'm not going to take any more of your time. Get with the person that invited you on. This is a massive undertaking that we're doing, but it's getting better and it's getting easier every single day. And I'm telling you, 2025 is the year that we take off. So thank you so much. I appreciate Adonis jumping on and sharing what he's done. And we will let more and more of you we want you to have the story next week. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.